I think when we're looking for an athlete to come to the University of Alabama, I feel like we're looking for, first of all, the top athletes in the country, but more important, I think a person that wants to be committed to a family environment. I think that that is something that makes our program special. I want people that want to be a part of that and be a part of the history that we have here. I think there's a great quote that we use, it's on our walls, and it's "Tradition never graduates."
Look at my extra attention.
Let's get it started. Well, we try to sit down every morning and map out a plan for the day, what events they're going to be on, how long they're going to be there, what we're going to ask them to do. And we find that when they can walk in the gym and look at that and see what's expected of them, we feel like that really helps them. You know, they know how to pace themselves during the practice and what's going to be expected of them later in the day also. We're different every day. We're just kind of going on, you know, it's not the same every Monday or Tuesday. It's kind of on what we need at that point. And today everyone will do one leg event. So that means either vault or floor. And then they might touch the other leg event just a little bit. And then they'll do routines on bars and beam. We've just kind of found over the years, you know, a system that works for us, you know, for Sarah and I as coaches, and we've just kind of stuck with it, and we've figured if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Hi, I'm Sarah Patterson, head coach of the University of Alabama Gymnastics team. This is my 35th season at the university, and we have won 6 national championships. I think my path here to the university is quite an amazing one. I was 22 years old and graduating from Slippery Rock State College when I received a phone call about possibly being an assistant coach at the University of Alabama. At that point in time, I knew I wanted to coach. It was something that was always in my lifelong dream. I accepted, and then a couple of months later, I understood that the head coach had resigned, and I was being offered the head coaching position by Paul Bear Bryant at the age of 22. I feel like the opportunity at that age to get started in coaching, most head coaches never have the opportunity to coach as a head coach their entire career, and certainly to do it with my lifelong partner, David Patterson. I think that just makes for an amazing story. You know, I feel like in the beginning, Coach Bryant, if you were a winner and you were excelling and doing well, first he gave us 4 scholarships, then he gave us more money for our budget, and as long as you continued to move forward, he loved champions.
Sarah is probably one of the most knowledgeable coaches that I've ever been around. She knows what she's doing. She has a plan, and you might not know her plan necessarily, but it all seems to pan out the way it's supposed to pan out because she's just 10 steps ahead of you all the time.
Coach Patterson has definitely lived up to all my expectations. Each day she teaches us new lessons, and not just becoming a better gymnast, but becoming a better person, and I think our relationship each year has grown tremendously.
Ryan, she was great. She just totally locked her legs on the landing. But you had plenty of height. You were good. Let's go.
So the championship in 2011 was definitely a special moment just because that team faced so much adversity in the beginning. So just to come and finish on top that night was such a huge sigh of relief just because we knew that we did it.
I remember going into class and coming back after the championship that Monday, and when I walked in, my teacher had on the PowerPoint slide, "Congratulations, Alabama Gymnastics team," and "Congratulations, Ashley," and the whole class clapped for me, and I don't even think we knew how much people back home were following the meet and how proud of us they were until after we got back.
You know, it had been several years since we'd won a national championship, and in 2011, it was just one of the most remarkable experiences. And of all the championships we won at 5 at that point in time, you know, it was probably one of the most dramatic. We came home, and 10 days later, the April 27th tornado hit. In reality, it was almost as if we didn't even win the championship because, rightfully so, our focus totally changed from winning a championship and celebrating it to simply helping those in the community that needed our support, because it was a devastating loss here in Tuscaloosa and across our state.
My parents always said, it sounds like a train if a tornado is coming. And as we're sitting outside just listening for it, we hear a train rush back inside and can just hear it come over.
When the tornado hit, I was a freshman, so I was still in the dorms, and I actually had no clue what was going on, really. The coaches were calling us all, making sure we were inside and safe and just away from the major part of it.
The biggest thing of the April 27th tornado that I will always remember is that it took me an hour and 5 minutes to locate the entire team, to get either text messages, find the athletes, and know that they were all safe. I think when you go back to 2012, after the tornado, the athletes here at the university, they competed with such a spirit. I feel that when we came back in 2012 and won that second championship, I feel like our ladies were actually able to really enjoy the celebration.
Our team just set us up perfectly for that storybook finish, and each person, one after another, just nailed their sets and really just paved the way for me to top it off. And there was just not a doubt in my mind that, you know, this was our time, this was our team's time, and you know, each person just contributed so perfectly to that final finish. I couldn't ask for anything more.
The 2012 championship, it was a party.
Sometimes things happen for a reason, and I think 2011 and 2012 were such different years, and the impact will always be remembered.